Hey guys, so I was gonna make a video today talking to you guys about catheters, and in doing my research, I actually learned something new. And again, I get all my research and everything off the internet. So yeah, I wrote down notes. So if I look down, it's because I'm looking at my notes. I wrote them down in my notebook. So yeah, so basically, what I wanted to be able to tell you guys is the different types of catheters and what the uses are and stuff like that, but I didn't really find much about um the different types. I know there are different types out there. I just couldn't really find the different types. I know they come in different sizes. Some are longer than others, and I know they're just from personal experience, but I couldn't find the actual name from it, so I couldn't like actually tell you guys that right now. I'm still gonna do my research and hopefully I find that out sooner or later. But what I did find out is that the different types are made with either rubber, plastic, silicone, or latex. Like I mentioned in my previous video, people with spina bifida sometimes are prone to be allergic to latex, so catheters is one of those things that you just have to be careful with because some of them have latex in them. So if you do have the allergy, just let your doctor know so that they don't actually give you a catheter or prescribe you catheters that actually have latex in them. And they're used pretty much because with spina bifida, for those of you that do not know, spina bifida kind of messes with your bladder and being able to not only hold your bladder but being able to feel when you actually have to go. So some people with spina bifida are actually prone to having accidents. I myself am one of those. I have accidents every so often, even as an adult. It's happened more when I was a kid, but it still happens now that I'm an adult. There's some people with spina bifida that can have some type of sensation in their bladder, so they do feel sometimes when they have to go, but not everybody is that lucky. And the thing that I actually learned right now was, I mean, I don't know if anybody else has heard about this, but there's a thing called bladder augmentation. And usually with me at least, when I hear the word augmentation, I think of like breast augmentations to like make your boobs bigger, but supposedly you could do that with your bladder. So pretty much all it is they take a piece of your small intestine, and I don't really know the full extent of the actual procedure, but I do know they take a small piece of your small intestine and somehow enlarge your bladder, and in the hopes of that, with it being bigger, then your bladder will fill up more instead of you having to constantly like leak or have accidents. It'll fill up more, so in the hopes of you actually filling when you have to go because of the pressure of all the urine that's in your bladder. So that's for people that have used catheters and have used medications, and it just doesn't work for them. So that's another option, bladder augmentation. For me, I was using catheters growing up and was on medication. I'm on antibiotics for my bladder. I don't have catheters right now, but I was using catheters growing up. I haven't used them in a while just because I don't have them right now, but I know I need them. But usually for bladder control, as far as, well, not control, but like kind of controlling, like not getting infections and stuff like that, doctors usually prescribe people with spina bifida antibiotics, and I'm one of those. And the catheter is just so that it not really eliminates the risk, but lowers the risk of having like urinary tract infections, because if you hold your bladder too much, then you're putting yourself at risk for urinary tract infections. And also, if you hold your bladder a lot, you're also putting yourself at risk for kidney damage, because the urine gets backed up into your kidneys and it can cause damage to your kidneys. So yeah, that's all I pretty much have for you guys today. I wanted to tell you guys more about catheters, but I got more into the bladder augmentation, and I've never heard of that, so I just kind of dug a little bit more into that, and the purpose of an actual catheter instead of finding out different types. I probably will end up making a video that later down the line of the different types if I can find them. But yeah, that's what I have for you guys for today. So hopefully you learned something, and hopefully it helped you if you are one that uses catheters and have used medications and it just doesn't seem to work for you. Maybe bladder augmentation might be something you can ask your doctor about and see if that helps. So I'll see you guys tomorrow, and as always, please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.